Hi everyone, this is Shashank Singh and we are in the way of learning Python programming language. In this video, as you can see on my screen as well, today we're going to discuss about selection sort, right? So first of all, we should know what is selection sort, how the logic works actually, and later on we'll see how to implement selection sort using Python programming language, right? So basically selection sort algorithm, or you can say selection sort, is an in-place comparison based algorithm in which the whole list will be divided into two parts. First one, which is sorted part, which is at left end, and the second one, which is unsorted part, which is at right end, right? So initially the sorted part will be empty and unsorted part will be the entire list, and later on we'll try to find the minimum element from the unsorted part and we'll replace it with the first element of unsorted part, right? And we'll keep this doing the same thing till the time when the whole list will be sorted, right? So let's assume that this is the list wherein 6 elements are there. So initially, as I told you earlier, the whole list will be considered as an unsorted part, right? We'll try to find the minimum element in this unsorted part, which is 1, and we'll replace this 1 with the first element of this unsorted part, which will be 5, right? So 1 and 5 will be replaced. So as of now, in green shade, 1 is there, which is sorted part, and rest of the element which is a non-sorted part will do the same thing. We'll try to find the minimum element in this unsorted part, which is 2. So 2 will be at same position, 1 and 2 will be in sorted part, and 4, 6, 5, 3, which is in unsorted part, right? Now we will try to find the minimum element in this unsorted part, which is 3, and we'll replace this 3 with the first element of this unsorted part, which is 4, right? So 3 and 4 will be replaced. So as of now, 1, 2, 3, which will be in sorted part, and 4, 6, 5, 4, which will be in unsorted part. In this unsorted part, we'll try to find the minimum element, which is 4. 4 and 6 will be replaced. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be in sorted part, and 5 and 6 will be in unsorted part, right? Now we'll try to find the minimum element in this unsorted part, which is 5. So we'll keep this 5 at the same position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be in sorted part, and 6 will be in unsorted part, right? So at end, we need not to check which is greater or less, because only one element is there and it's largest element for sure, right? So if you'll see here, this whole list is sorted as of now using selection sort, right? If you have not understood the logic, don't worry about anything. Once I'll write the Python code for the same, once I'll write the logic, you will get to know the clear picture, right? So let's head over to Jupyter Notebook to write code for the same. So I'm writing here def keyword to write function, and now selection sort, right? Inside this, I am passing one parameter as list1, and now I am writing for loop, one for loop. In range, I want to execute this for loop starting from 0 to length of list1. Why I'm writing length of list1? So if you'll see here, there are 6 elements are there in this list, right? So length of list is 6. So once you will write this 0 to 6, so it will take up to 5, because range function will exclude the last element, right? So let's say if you are writing here 0 to 6, it will take up to 0 to 5 only, 0 to 5. So that's why I'm writing here length of list. So actually you can write length of list 1 minus 1, because why I'm writing here is because you need not to check the last element, because it's already a largest one, or you can say greatest one. So so this is the greater one, so you need not to check the last element. You can write it minus 1. Else if you won't write minus 1, then also the logic will work as expected. I mean, like, everything work as expected, but you can write it, you can skip checking the last thing. Okay, now initially what I am doing here is minimum is equal to I. So why I'm writing here minimum is equal to I? Initially we'll keep this, so initially let's say I is equal to 0, right? So I is equal to 0, so 5 is the minimum element, we'll assume that. Later on, right from the next element, we'll check which is the minimum element, right? So initially I'm taking minimum is equal to I, and then I will take one more for loop, and we'll try to find the index of minimum element. So this for loop I want to start from I plus 1 to length of list 1. Okay, so right from this position we'll try to find the minimum element. For that I am writing if condition, if list 1 of j is less than list 1 of minimum. If list 1 of j is I plus 1, so let's say initially I is equal to 0, so I plus 1 will be the next element, which is 1, right? So 2 is less than 5, yes. So what we will do is I will store, I mean like I will take this minimum variable and I will store the index of minimum value. So j is I plus 1, so as this is the, I mean like initially minimum element is 5, right? So what we will do is, once list 1 of j is less than list 1 of minimum, so I will store this j wala index in this minimum variable. So we'll keep on doing so. At the end of this for loop we have an index of minimum value, right? So minimum value is 1, so 4 will be in minimum at the end of this loop. Once we'll execute everything, I mean like once we'll execute this I plus 1 to length of list 1, we have index of the minimum value, and then what we will do is we'll replace the list 1 of I, list 1 of minimum. So to replace this, I am writing here list 1 of I, list 1 of I comma list 1 of minimum is equal to list 1 of minimum comma list 1 of I. So we have replaced this. After this I am writing list 1 of, so I will take input from end user using input function, which is an default function. I am writing here enter the elements that you want to search, right? I am writing here split function. So basically why I'm writing split function, because split function will split the string into list items, so that's why I'm writing here. And now let me convert everything to integer. Let me take this as an integer. For that I'm doing here I'm writing here int, which is an built-in function, int 1 of x for x in this list 1. After this I will call this function. Let me call this function. Post calling this function I am printing the whole thing. Let's say I'm writing here sorted list is okay, and print list 1. So enter the element that you want to search. So I am writing sort uh, yeah, so I'm writing 5 4 3 2 1. So I'm getting some error where I'm getting name x is not defined. Okay, yeah. So if you'll see sorted list, I'm getting my sorted list 5 4 3 2 1. It's sorted. Let me re-execute this. I'm writing here 65 43 22 22 1. So if you'll see 1 5 22 32 34, which is in sorted, right? So this is how basically selection sort works. If you have any issues, you can write it in comment box. I'll try to answer this. I'll come back with the next video very soon. Thanks for watching this video.